women should not be able to have certain jobs because they cannot take accountability. And certain jobs you need to take accountability. Now this is a happily married woman that's also a police officer. But she ain't your ordinary officer. She also conduct trainings as well. But in January 2023, everything changed and she got fired from being a police officer. Because they found out she was getting her Doonies beat down by multiple male officers on the job. So while she was supposed to be serving and protecting her community, she was getting her walls beat down. And at first she tried to lie and say she wasn't getting her Doonies beat down, but then they did an investigation. And in that investigation, they found out that she was intimate with 4 officers. Then they did a little bit more investigation on the situation. 3 more officers got suspended because they found out they was involved with beating the Doonies down as well. So this woman lost her job, probably lost her relationship, because what married man want to be with a woman that slept with like 6 dudes that work with her? But she's trying to save herself. The passed around ex-cop settles a lawsuit for $500K. She claimed in a federal civil rights lawsuit that she was groomed by male cops in her Tennessee Police Department. Now, if it was one dude involved, I probably would have thought she was telling the truth, because lots of those bosses be having those women do the nasty with them just so they could get a promotion. But she's claiming that 6 different officers that all grew up in 6 different ways with 6 different backgrounds decided to all do the same thing and groom this one officer. Nah, I don't think that's how it went down, you feel me? If you think I'm wrong, comment down below and explain why you think I'm wrong. But her lawyer said Megan wasn't looked at as a rookie cop to be trained and promoted. She was looked at as a piece of meat to be extralized and exploited. Her attorney also said this married woman said multiple times that she didn't want to do the nasty with these officers. But her supervisors kept on pressuring her until she gave in. Her attorney goes on to say there is going to be people that say they are consenting adults and she's trying to find a place to blame elsewhere. It's easy to think that when you don't know the whole story, he added. And goes on to say her supervisors used their authority to systematically disarm her resilience and entrap her in a degrading and extramarital relationship. She said Sergeant Powell wanted to beat the Doonies down and he refused to take no for an answer. Every time she said no, he continued to demand to beat the Doonies down, saying things like, "We'll do it tomorrow, and I've done so much for you, and I helped you so much. I've done so much for you in your personal life." And they said what happened to her triggered her increasingly severe symptoms of mental illness. Now, I do feel the officers probably did use their ranking and seniority to try to peer pressure her into, doing the nasty with them. But at the same time, I feel like they probably knew that she was going because she probably was messing around with one of the other dudes. Then they'd be like, "Oh yeah, she going, she'd do it on the job too." Then the other officers probably be like, "Hey, she doing it on the job?" Everybody be like, "Yeah, she doing it on the job." And then that's when everybody start messing with her like, "Oh yeah, what's up with you?" And then they find out that she going, so they end up doing her on the job just like everybody else did her on the job. But women always try to make it seem like they the victim and they never the bad guy in any situation. And anytime a woman do something wrong, it's always someone else's fault on why she did something wrong. It's never was, "I did something wrong, I fucked up, and that's on me." But I feel she said this because if she didn't, her whole life would be over with. Like, she already lost her job. She gonna lose her husband. She ain't gonna have nothing.